In the previous session, we discussed about eukaryotic transcription, how the eukaryotic transcription is taking place. During the session, we talked about various steps in the process of transcription, and we are aware that how a primary transcript is synthesized at the end of the transcription process. We know that primary transcript is not in a functional state, so it has to undergo some modifications. In this session, we will be talking about those modifications under the topic of post-transcriptional modifications. The objectives of this session is to know about the general aspects. I am not going into the specific aspects of particular RNA. In this session, I will focus it on the general aspects, and various specific aspects I'll be taking in the individual session. Okay, let me talk about DNA. We have the DNA. This is the double helical DNA. From the double helical DNA, we get RNA. This is through the process of transcription. The transcription process, we get the RNA. This RNA, we call it primary transcript. Immediately after the synthesis process, we call it is primary transcript. Okay, immediately after the transcription. Is it functional? Most of the time, it is not functional. It is not active. It is not in a position to carry out the functions. So, primary transcript has to convert into a mature RNA. That may be ribosomal RNA or messenger RNA or transfer RNA. It has to convert into mature RNA. This we call it post-transcriptional modifications. What does it mean, post-transcriptional modifications? The modifications which are incorporated in the RNA, particular RNA. So after the transcription process, we call it post-transcriptional modifications. What are the different types of post-transcriptional modifications? Many types are there. There may be terminal base alterations. Terminal base alterations. So what happens? Base additions. Maybe base additions may be taking place. Okay, and deletions may be taking place. Deletions may be taking place. And base modifications are taking place. Base modifications. Okay, modifications are taking place. Okay, then there is a process called splicing. What is splicing? That we learn later. It is cutting up some portion. Cutting up some portion. So that is splicing process is taking place. These are the types of modifications which take place. What is the purpose? What is the purpose of the incorporating of these changes? Why it has to take place? The reason being is to convert inactive RNA into active RNA. That means the primary transcript, which is not in a functional state, has to be converted into the active form. So that is the purpose of these post-transcriptional modifications. If RNA is not active, so it is of no use. It cannot involve in a further process like a translation. So, what are any enzymes which are participating? Yes, there are many enzymes, many proteins which are participating. One group of enzymes, so they are called ribonucleases. Ribonucleases play a crucial role. They play very crucial role in this process, ribonuclease, both in prokaryotes and eukaryote system. Both prokaryotes and eukaryote system. Okay, then when you are talking about this, the post-transcriptional modifications, where does it take place? Where does it take place? What is the site of this post-transcriptional modification. Okay, where does it take place? Okay, it is nucleoplasm. It is in the nucleus. It is take place in the nucleoplasm. When you are talking about the post-transcriptional modifications, suppose when you take this is the nucleus. When you take this nucleus, so initially when this RNA transcript is synthesized, so this is the primary transcript is quite lengthy. It is quite lengthy. No, till this time, it is the no changes have taken place. No changes have taken place. When it enters the cytoplasm, after the post-transcriptional modifications, the RNA will be this much in the cytoplasm. It is in the cytoplasm. This is the RNA. This is nucleus. In this 90% deletions cut may be there. The mature RNA is much smaller. It is much smaller. Okay. Then, when you say the prokaryote system, okay, what is the difference between this particular RNA, okay, especially messenger RNA? So, what happens in the messenger RNA? The modifications also they take place. Messenger RNA from the information present in the messenger RNA. So it is that information in the form of genetic code is used for the translation process. In the prokaryotes, the changes are very few. In the prokaryotes, the changes are very few. The changes when you talk about the very few in the prokaryotic system, why it is so? Because in the prokaryotes, many prokaryotes, there is not much differentiation, that is demarcation between cytoplasm and nucleus. So what happens when transcription is taking place? Here simultaneously translation is also taking place in the cytoplasm. This is cytoplasm. Okay, cytoplasm. So that is the reason what happens in the prokaryotic system. So without even before the completion of the transcription, so there is a starting of the translation. But it is completely different in eukaryotic system. In the eukaryotic system, so what happens when you take this one? So there is a nucleus, a demarcated nucleus is there. The demarcated nucleus, it has to, it is the after the post-transcription modifications, it is going to the cytoplasm where the ribosomes are there, where the translation is taking place. So that is the difference. This is, we say, prokaryote system, okay, where the before the completion of the translation is taking place. Here, eukaryotic system, where the transcription is completed, then only translation will take place. In the next coming sessions, we'll be discussing about the post-transcriptional modifications in individual different RNAs. So those modifications with relation to messenger RNA, that is messenger RNA, and transfer RNA and ribosomal RNA. Okay, let us summarize what so far we have discussed. Here, what I talked about what we studied in the eukaryotic system, in the transcription, how the transcription is taking place. Then we discussed about the primary transcript stage, we came to know. Then what is happening to the primary transcript, that we are studying under the section of post-transcriptional modifications. So in this session, we have taken the general aspects of the post-transcriptional modifications. Okay, so DNA, from the DNA to RNA, the process we said transcription. Once the transcription is taking place, then the primary transcript formation takes place. Most of the times the primary transcript is not functional. Then it has to convert into the mature, this one, to RNA to be functional through the process of what we say post-transcriptional modifications. In the post-transcriptional modifications, so there may be terminal base additions or deletions, okay, or base modifications and splicing. I'm talking about the steps or general modifications with relation to all the RNAs. So what is the purpose? What is the purpose of this post-transcriptional modifications? Why it is a must? Why it has to take place? The primary transcript is inactive RNA. It has to be converted to active form. That is the reason the post-transcriptional modifications play very crucial role. Very crucial role in this process. Okay, then, so there are some enzymes, proteins, they play very important role. One type of enzymes, ribonucleases, they play very crucial role in the both prokaryotic system and eukaryotic system. Where does it, what is the site of this one? It is in the nucleus. Nucleoplasm, it is taking place. When at the end of the transcription, okay, the primary transcript is much lengthy, much longer in the nucleus, but by the time after the post-transcriptional modifications, it reaches the cytoplasm, it is much smaller. It is much smaller length. Maybe there may be 10 to 90% reduction in the size. Okay, we also talked about prokaryotic and eukaryotic system. In the prokaryotic, we said there is no much delineated nucleus, and there is a specific or a well laid down nuclear boundary and cytoplasm. So that is the reason what happens before the completion of the transcription, translation is initiated in the prokaryotes, whereas in the eukaryotic system it is not like that. Their clear-cut boundary is there, and transcription, primary transcript will be converted to mature transcript, then only it goes to the cytoplasm, or it enters the process of translation. That is in the eukaryotes. Okay, then we also talked about, so in which RNAs we will be discussing about post-transcriptional modifications. We said messenger RNA, transfer RNA, and ribosomal RNA. Okay, so this is about the various general aspects with relation to the post-transcriptional modifications. In the next session, we will be taking up post-transcriptional modifications which are taking place in messenger RNA. So thank you.